Hi, this is Danny Vieira from Modern Manna, and I'm back again with Nomi Shannon, the Raw Gourmet, who just joined us at Risen, our medical missionary school, and was the guest raw celebrity chef for all the students. You did a great job, Nomi. Welcome
Thank you,
again.
Danny. Thanks. It was a pleasure being here with you and your fabulous students.
Oh, thank you. You did a great job, and the food was outstanding.
Thank you.
So today what I want to do is just let the people know out there, and our viewers and our watchers and supporters, that there are programs available for them that they can do at home.
Yes.
And one of those programs is Raw Food for the Real World. And I was checking out your website on that. It's pretty impressive, everything you do and provide for somebody who wants to take this course at home. So tell us more about what raw Food for the Real World.
Yes, that's what it's called.
Is all about.
I've been teaching this course for some years, and I'm proud to say that over 1,000 people have taken it. And it was a work in progress, and now it's all complete. And it's meant for the person who can't come out to classes. It's for the at-home cook, and it really tells you absolutely everything you need to know to be on a raw food diet. I give you 1 whole month of a menu plan, which you can follow or not.
That's nice.
Yep, that would be breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner. So your day is balanced, because you could have 10,000 recipe books in the house, but you still don't really know. You might make a green smoothie for breakfast, but then you wonder, well, what do I make for lunch and dinner? I mean, how will it be, complete?
Yeah.
I don't count calories. I show people how to do it if they want to. And it also has all your grocery lists and every recipe.
Wow, you know how many people are looking for something like this? Because they hear raw and they get afraid. There's fear. But you've really made it user-friendly and something that anybody can do at home.
Absolutely. And then what we do is I also teach them how to tweak their diet, because we're all so different. You would eat differently than I do. You probably burn a lot more energy than I do. Maybe you're pregnant, maybe you're lactating, maybe you're an athlete. All of those people need way more protein.
Yeah, well,
right?
True. Even the elderly.
Yes, and that would include me. I was just going to mention that. I'm over 70, and I eat differently than I used to. So I do give instruction. Here it is. Here are the recipes. Here's how you tweak them for your particular needs.
Well, looking at the website, I noticed there's a lot of testimonies on here.
Tons of testimonies.
So people can read what others think about this program that you're offering. And some of the things it says, here, juicing, do-its and don'ts. I mean, that's very important. Eating for cleansing, healing, and energy. Recipes, even demos.
Right.
Demonstrations on there.
Videos, me doing simple recipes. These are not that takes an hour to make it recipes.
Yeah.
These are 5, 15, 20-minute recipes.
Really?
Yes, because most people are working. Get ready to make your green smoothie, or this is new. I didn't used to teach this. It's only the last couple of times I've taught it. You can actually freeze your green smoothies. Did you know that?
Well, that's great.
Yeah. So you can make up a whole batch of green smoothies, 2 weeks worth or a week's worth.
Hand me one of your books here. Let the audience see. Nomi has done a great job. She's been such a great contribution to the raw world. I look at her as one of the pioneers, She's been around quite a while. As she said, she's in her 70s, I'm now 62 myself. And I think good living and good eating and all the natural things that we do prolongs life. And I think that's one of the reasons many people are looking for a better way of living, because they want to live healthily to their old age.
And I think, prolong life, yes, but I sort of feel like how long you live is kind of up to God, but how well you live is kind of up to you.
That's a good way of expressing it. I like that.
Yeah.
How well you live. You're not on 20 medications.
Right. Do you really want to? As a matter of fact, I was going to give a talk in Denver, and I couldn't make it. And the subheading was, do you want to spend the last 10 years of your life in diapers and in a wheelchair? Who wants to do that? Nobody wants to do that.
Here's another one you have that I really think is very attractive and filled with wonderful recipes from different people that are raw fooders. 24
people contributed to this book, very well-known people like Rhonda Malkmus, Russell James. And so these are not necessarily my recipes, but it's how they eat every day.
It's a great idea.
So it's like some of the recipes are just in a little paragraph because they're so simple. And they're all successful raw fooders. In other words, they're long-term successful, Philip McCluskey, And I'm going to tell you, and you probably already know this anyways, no two people eat alike. And that's where people kind of screech to a halt.
Yes.
Because they're like, this doesn't working for me, and that's what I teach in this course, how to make it work for you. This recipe, you have to might do this to it. You have to use more tahini or less of that kind of thing.
I think 1,000 more people need to sign up for
I
this
do too.
program,
So they should go to Raw Food for the Real World and read all the people's testimonials that have taken it before them.
Yeah, I think many people probably know Nomi from this book here called The Raw Gourmet. Years ago, I had her at Modern Manna's Health and Healing Crusade, and you did a fabulous job
All
there.
these gorgeous,
it's just beautiful.
All these gorgeous children running around right now were little babies.
Wow.
When we first met.
We have on our website at modernmanna.org, and you can click the link below on this video there, but we also have an online program called Fundamentals for Natural Hygiene. That's 18 components where they really learn about the benefits of vegan diet, raw diet, cleansing, regeneration. And it's a prerequisite to our school that we have called Risen, which is an acronym from Isaiah 60 verse 1 that says, "Arise, shine, for the light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee." And that word means radiating beams of light, of truth to the world. And raw food has biophotons. There's beams of light coming off living food. So Nomi, tell me, why raw food? Why is this so popular and so important to the human diet?
Well, one aspect of raw food's on a continuum. So if you go all the way to the very most extreme, it's water fasting. Yeah. And then we have what your guys did for the first 5 days, which was juice fasting. And then you have a cleansing diet, which is very simple, not complex, not a lot of fats and creams, not a lot of nuts, that kind of thing. Then you have what I refer to as maintenance, which is pretty much what Raw Food for the Real World is, because you can go all the way to the end of the spectrum and eat at some fancy raw food restaurant with 5 or 6 different nuts in your meal, and you walk out feeling like worse than you ever did, even for things. Too much, too complex, too many different components.
Yeah.
So I'm not. Raw Food for the Real world is not a cleansing diet. We don't. That isn't what we're talking about. We're talking about your everyday living, And if you don't ever do a cleanse, you are, in fact, if you're eating high raw, slowly cleansing. And there's some fancy. You can get fancier and fancier. Pretty much, this one's right in the middle. Why raw food? Well, there's a theory, and it's very hotly debated. And it's what was his name? I can't think of the doctor's name that developed this theory years ago. It might come to me. That the enzymes in food are destroyed at between 115 and 118 degrees Fahrenheit. Who was that?
Pottinger?
No,
there was a Pottinger study where they fed the cats, and when they cooked it,
their jaws got all wonky.
And they got infertile.
Yeah.
And so on the raw diet, everything was fine.
But this was way before Pottinger. Yeah. It's on the tip of my whatever. So, and you don't even have to be, crazy zealot. If you're sick, it's a good idea to be really strict.
Yeah.
And do juicing and all that. But, I actually went 50% raw when I was 44. And I felt much better. I had a whole bunch of things that were, causing me discomfort. And then after the first year, I went 100%. And I stayed there for quite a long time.
You did. So when you think about it, when you talk about raw, and say somebody comes to our Bella Vita program, like you said, they have a raw salad when they get there on Sunday night. The next 5 days is juice fasting.
Yeah.
So they're doing raw in concentrated nutrition.
Yeah, and that's a cleanse.
Yeah,
that's a cleanse.
Deep cleanse,
Yes.
And then they go into the raw cuisine. And we even try to hold back on nuts and seeds and the fats and the oils because, I think...
Especially after juice cleansing.
Yes. Yeah. And so I really like how you catered to those meals to try to keep it more of a cleansing raw.
Right.
You're very knowledgeable in this stuff, and I think that this website has a lot to offer people out there. And so my appeal is that, visit her website, Nomi Shannon's Raw Food for the Real World, and we have a link below for that as well. And also, we would like you to visit modernmanna.org and find out all that we do here at our programs and what we offer in certifying you as a natural hygiene coach. So I want to thank Nomi today. I know she has a plane to catch.
I do.
But you've been a great friend. You know, you're one of the warriors out there with a passion of health and seeing a better world. So thank you for
Thank you,
joining us
Danny.
at Modern Manna.
We're in this together.
All right, sister.
Yeah, take care.
To the end.